empezaron a hacer cosas en el estudio. Anteriormente tenían otro proyecto, posteriormente empezaron haciendo alguna especie de remix para Rincón.
Optimale Frontmann für unsere Band AGONOIZE.
Okay. Bueno, lo que dice es que pues ya empezaron a tener mayores cosas que empezaron a crear y a generar, pero no tenían vocalista. Entonces, como no tenían vocalista, Mike tenía un muy buen amigo que era Chris, y Chris se unió a la banda justamente porque Mike lo invita a formar parte del proyecto porque pensaron que se podía acoplar muy bien el proyecto.
Also ich war ja noch anfangs immer...
Ok, bueno, bueno, es que esta última parte es un poco compleja de entender, pero bueno, empezaron a trabajar con el Optimal y ya después empiezan a sacar más música, que es lo que acabo de entender, y pues bueno, ya se empezaron a hacer buenos compañeros.
The name AGONOIZE is from Agonize. Mit dem Tode ringen heißt es auf Deutsch, Agonize. And we want to the influence from music inside the name, noise like music. So mit dem Tode ringen, Agonize, and music, noise, AGONOIZE. We have combined.
Life, shitty people, whatever. Everything that makes me aggressive, that's everything that I really hate. So emails from our haters, everything. Pretty easy.
Wie war die Frage?
So half of the scene just love us or hate us, so there's nothing in between. Online is very important because back in the 90s when we all started with music, so you didn't have a chance to play foreign countries like Brazil, Mexico, whatever states, because there was no internet presence. You could only hope that some magazine pick you up your CD somehow on a Germany vacation and bring you to another country to make you known somewhere. Yes. So internet is very important to spread your music all over the world. So I think internet is the most important part. Okay. So you can hate it, you can love it. I mean, it's like most musicians hate that you can download music for free, but in poor countries like here, they can't buy the original CD, or people don't have a chance to buy the original CD because it's not distributed to this country. So you have no other choice than hoping that somebody's spreading your music to this country. And even if we hate YouTube because we are banned from YouTube, all the videos were rated beyond belief. Yes. But it's important to make you, not famous, but known at least, you know. So we wouldn't be here without internet today. So yeah, we try to. They're writing us stupid messages sometimes, just like, "Hey," and they're like, "Yeah, hey," and "How are you doing?" Yeah, it's really. We try to respond to fan response, but sometimes it's really difficult to do the fan response. So. If they got serious questions, we try to answer, but it takes us much time. We both work in a normal job. We try to work on music. We work on several projects as well, so we can't answer every message. We try as much because the fans make you famous. It's the most important part is the fans. Without the fans, you're nothing. So you always have to be aware of your fans, but sometimes it's really difficult to answer fans' requests or emails, especially if they got no sense. Like, Hey, how you doing?
Yes, it's impossible.
Great, what is the question? Come on.
It's an impossible task.
Yeah, you can't answer 100 of mails like this all the time, so we try our best to. We have a big fan base, that's why we have fan clubs. We have a fan club Mexico, we have a fan club in Germany who's also taking care all over the world. We have a fan club in Serbia, so they are taking a lot of things away from us. Luckily, because we just have to write to one person and not to every single fan member. So, but the fans are the most important part. Every musician who's not aware of his fans is an asshole, like, because only his fans make him growing big. Like, you know, like they bought a CD, so you have to take care, or you have a responsibility to take care of the fans as well. That's a difficult question. I think it's always pure. Now I feel ashamed for the Germans who could buy the CD, who download it just because they're too lazy to go to a shop or they can afford it. Really, people who can afford it and didn't buy the CD, that's a bad thing. But I don't mind sharing music on because there are countries like Mexico or Middle South America as well who can't get the CD. So we would never made it here without these platforms. So people know our music because they downloaded it somewhere illegal. But hey, come on.
Yes. It's a trouble.
So for us, it's great to travel. Like, and we know it's difficult to find the CD in Russia. It's difficult to find the CD in Africa. It's difficult to find the CD in America. Like, not America. I mean, like, no, like North America from Mexico downwards, like Middle and South America. Then, so yeah, it helps a lot. So,
Yeah.
if you want to travel, you should not be the musician who says, "No, I'm not allowing this." It's pretty bad. So. Because you're just playing in these countries because people don't know your music somewhere.
Yeah.
One of best shows with a good, I can remember me, was in Sweden, in Stockholm. We play and Micah had a great keyboard and plays. And when the song begins to start, he kick down on the keyboard and all break down. And Chris and me, we must laugh and laugh and laugh. And but people are very happy that we are so cool and laugh about with the audience. It was very, very funny.
Yeah, we don't know too much about it actually. It's just like I'm good friend with Erk from Gótico, for example. He lives in Germany right now. But it's all about medias, you know. Like what do I know about Mexico? I've been, this is my 5th time in Mexico.
Yes.
So the first time was private, last 4 times was for like playing with a band or DJing or whatever. I don't know too much, but it's. I think for a country that has so many millions of people, there's still not many people showing up to dark concerts or everything. Not even you have a band like us coming all the way or half around the world, and so people are too lazy to like go to show. I'm sure next week when we're back in Germany, people are asking me, "Oh, you played in Mexico City. When are you coming back?" So because like. Oh, it was raining that day, so I don't know. I don't want to go out. Everything, yeah. The responses for the concert are really slow, and we were expecting more actually from the Mexican people. So. One big festival in Germany, the Wave Caustic meeting, Wave Caustic Treffen. If you heard about it, it's the biggest dark festival in the world. Again, and come on, stop this paparazzi stuff, please. And we played only like I think 2 or 3 club shows, so we maybe gonna do the States, we maybe gonna do Israel again, Russia. So I want to play a little bit more the foreign countries because we both work. He doesn't have too much time, so we play like I don't know 14, 15 shows a year. So we really want to choose this year where we are going, what we are gonna do, because his job is important. And if he doesn't got time. Okay, we're not gonna play. That's because we're a band. I would never take anybody else to a show because if he's not going, I'm not going. So.
Right. So you are three musicians. So you are.
No, Mike is. He took his time off, so he's off time because of private things like he married and tattoo business and whatever. So everybody's asking us about Mike. We're still cool. We're at this wedding. We had his birthday. Everything is fine. But we said we continue without him because he needed time off. So we said, okay, we want to go on. So yeah. So it's only Audi and me at the moment. So. Yes, we have been in the pyramids. He has at least been to Teotihuacan. I was Chichen Itza the first time. I was in private in Mexico.
I like it.
2012. they have a course. There's not much time to visit, but we try to, of course.
Do you like it?
We like the chaos. So
Yes.
in Germany, if you're going to do construction, if you're going to build a street, you're going to put barriers around a week before you start construction. Here, you just put the sand on the street. Still, people are parking while they're doing the construction. I love the chaos. I'm an old punk rocker, so.
Because Germany is also here.
Germany
here.
is about paperwork.
Yes,
Yeah.
chaos.
It's about building up barriers first and then to save the construction site. Here you just like start working. And people are parking in between everything. I love it. It's like, for me it's funny.
So
It's
you
like
love Mexico
completely
City?
opposite. Yeah, I love Mexico. Like, all the laziness, all this. Ahorita. We played concerts with Chico. We have been on the tour with Andusha twice. So you know, like man, let's do tomorrow. Of course. If we say wait,
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
I try to be in time. If we say 9 o'clock, I'm gonna be there at 9. He's gonna be there at 8:30. The Mexicans are gonna show up 9:30, maybe 10. So it's like, it's a big difference. But for me, it's still funny. So
For me, it's terrible because when I said at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. For me, the history places. Yeah.
yeah, but for me, it was also the universities. They're really huge here in Mexico. So I love history. We both love sightseeing. No doubt, like all the temples, all the stuff like Maya, Aztec, whatever. But also like the universities are very impressive, like really huge. And yesterday we've been at the Hexen radio station, and it was like to go into a prison or something because we have to tell our names just to get in. That's impressive. Like you got like official radio, and they said, please don't say dirty words on the radio. And okay, but it's big impression, like, and everything is like, I mean, it's half over the world, so it's on the other side of the world actually. So everything is impressive. Like seeing dogs is very rare. In Berlin, you have 4 times more dogs, or everything on the street. Like the no smoking law, nobody taking you serious. After a while, you always have an ashtray on your table if you want to smoke, or it's just about money. Just like, hey, here, 200 pesos, can I smoke? Oh, of course. Like, here's the ashtray.
Yes,
So yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
on. It's on for us. Everything is a big impression, oder? So alles.
Yeah, it's a complete different.
Yeah, it's
culture,
another culture. And,
Oh.
impossible question. Like, no, never. I started music with 12, so for me it's an impossible question. No doubt about everything. So I always wanted to do music as well, but we still, like I said, we still both work in a normal job. So we're grounded. So we're one of the few bands who are really grounded. Still will ever work in a normal job. Like people always think like, bands like you make so much money. But if you see our show, we spend so much money on the show and everything. So we see it still as fun. Oh, it has to be fun. If it wouldn't be fun, we would stop to doing music. But music has always been part of our life. So we couldn't live without music. Oder? Ohne Musik würde gar nicht gehen.
No.
Señoritas, putas, cervezas.
Puta.
No. They are not putas. It's like
No.
puto and puto. Like, yeah, you always learn the dirty words first. So it's like, for me, it's difficult because I had an Italian girlfriend long time ago,
Yes.
and I tried to learn Spanish, but you always slip back into Italian. So parlare italiano molto bene, fanculo, but it's like,
Pinocchio.
yeah, Pinocchio, of course. Bastardos, go to the show tomorrow. Come on.
Yeah.
So, and don't complain about us when we will play in Mexico City again next week, because we are here right now and it costs a lot of money to bring us over. We bring blood for at least 9,000 pesos. It's only the blood, not the other special effects. Don't be lazy, get your lazy ass off, buy tickets, come to the show, because it's not sure when we are coming back.
Ya acabamos, les agradecemos el tiempo, estamos aquí también con Ivy y bueno, muchas gracias.
wenn es um neue Dinge geht. Und